25 seats and premium available tomorrow. They want £329 each, and I said to little man, I can't justify it. I really can't. It's over 660 quid, pretty much. All we can use are points, and then it will be £181 each. We don't have enough points because it was 18. Did I say it was 18 points? 18,000 points each. So yeah, we just don't have it. And I said to little man, listen, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys. Welcome back to a brand new vlog. It's a very, very, very exciting vlog around here right now because me and my little boy are off on a 2-week magical adventure over to Florida, specifically Walt Disney World, and then a cruise tagged on because, like I do, I just stick a cruise in the middle of a holiday. But yes, cases are all packed and we're pretty much ready to go. Tonight's plans is we're currently in Manchester right now. We're going to get an Uber, which is going to take us over to Manchester Airport. Tonight, we're going to be staying in a hotel. We're actually going to be staying at the Clayton Hotel, a hotel that we've never ever stayed in before, which is mega exciting. And then tonight, we're hoping to have food at the airport pub because, guys, we're at the airport. You know we love the airport pub. So we're going to head over to the airport pub, have dinner, potentially do twilight check-in, and yeah. And then tomorrow morning, 9 a.m, fly off to Florida with Virgin and then spend 2 glorious weeks in Disney World. So, does that sound good to you? Because it sounds blooming good to me. So, come and join the adventure. If you've not seen me before, my name's Dan. Do the Disney vlogs, cruise vlogs, lifestyle vlogs. And today, we've got a very, very exciting Disney World vlog series ready for you. Cases are sorted. We're pretty much ready to leave. Little man's going to be holding on to the welcome home bag this trip, aren't you? And just talking about little man, what are you excited for most about this trip?
Disney.
You're excited for Disney, aren't you? And what rides are we going to ride?
Tower of Terror.
Tower of Terror, Big Thunder Mountain. Oh, dude, Big Thunder Mountain. Brand new this trip. They've refurbed it.
What?
Yeah, they have. They've refurbed it, so brand new Thunder Mountain. For me and you to explore. Give me a high five. And yeah, we've got the 2 cases, big case, a little case. We're not taking multiple cases this trip because we actually don't have car hire in this trip, but I'll explain more about that when we get to the hotel. But dude, let's get that Uber ordered and let's head to Florida. In the Uber, little man is playing, dude, tell everyone what you were playing. Mario Kart, and we're on our way to Manchester Airport. To actually get to Manchester Airport today, we are, like I said, using Uber. We've actually used something called Wait and Save with Uber. Primarily when I'm booking Ubers from my home, it costs about 40 quid, which is crazy to think of the distance. But we used something called Wait and Save, and it ended up coming to £30, which is saved over a tenner. We waited for about 15 minutes for the Uber, so 15 minutes wait to save a tenner. I think it's worth it. Here we go, dude. We're checking into the Clayton. Bless the taxi driver. He actually couldn't drop us off in here because it's not free drop off for Uber drivers supposedly. So he asked if he could drop us off at the entrance, didn't we? And we said yeah, because it's only a short walk. But dude, who's ready for a Disney World adventure? Are you ready for Disney? Well, we're not in Disney yet, but we're going to be in Disney tomorrow. And how excited are you to check in to this hotel? Same, I'm excited, dude. I hope it's going to be nice. Are you going to rate it out of 10 for everyone?
No.
Are you not rated out of 10? The question is, dude, do we eat here or do we eat at the airport pub? Now, everyone on Instagram, because I did a poll. What, you want to try the food here? Well, everyone on Instagram has been voting because I did a poll and everyone picked the airport pub. However, though, well, no, listen, not even just that, dude. The airport pub stopped serving food at 7:30 and it's already 7 o'clock. So the odds of us getting to the airport pub in time is very, very slim. So we may need to eat at the Clayton.
We might run out of time.
We might run out of time because we still need to go to twilight check-in.
This one doesn't do it.
Yeah, I don't think this has got a time. I think we can stay here. Well, I don't know. We'll see.
Any offers?
What?
Any time.
Food any time. I hope food's any time. I just can't wait.
Infinity food.
What, you want to eat infinity food?
Yeah, I'll eat it.
Oh, wow. Are you a hungry boy?
I'll eat the Clayton.
Oh my goodness. Get yourself in that hotel, you cutie. Oh, who's going into the Clayton? Is little man going into the Clayton? Wow. Welcome. Ooh, it smells lovely in here. God, look how fancy it is. I am very, very happy. We've just checked in at the Clayton. We've been given room at 579 and we've had a free upgrade into the brand new building. Oh, little man says he's so excited he might wet his pants. Right, dude, we are 579. Let's find it. Can you see it, dude? Yeah, okay, then you've 579. That's it. You can, oh, dude, have we passed it? No. Oh, you scan us in. Wow, here we go. Push, 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 push. Wow. Oh my goodness. Welcome to the Clayton, guys. Little man, you've got a big bed and I've got a big bed, so you'll have to decide which bed you're going to have. But guys, this is so nice. My goodness, let's have a look at what view we've got. Hang on. Oh my God, do we have a runway? Oh my God, dude, we've got like a semi-runway and we've got a view of the Radisson Blu. Oh, this is lovely. Really, really nice. Wow. We've got some free waters. Yep, free with your stay. Let's test the bed. Oh, that's really, really nice. We've got TV, coffee making facilities to make drinks. Oh my goodness, dude. This is a nice room. It's very similar to the Radisson Blu room, but this is half the price. We paid 75 quid for this room for the night. This is really, really nice. This is the bathroom, so we've got a nice sink. Yeah, we've got a nice bathtub. Where's the toilet? Oh, and the toilet's just behind this door. Oh, this is really, really nice, guys. You've got me. Hi. Wow. Oh, we've got a safe in here. Is that big enough to hold a laptop? Oh, it is. That's very big. You can put your Nintendo Switch in that in there, dude, if you want. But yeah, like I was saying, as we checked in there, the lovely lady was like, we've given you a complimentary upgrade. Dude, we need to start staying at Manchester Airport more often, because the last time we stayed at Manchester Airport, we were given a complimentary upgrade. At the Radisson Blu, we got upgraded to a premium room. This is a premium room. Little man, we need to start staying at Manchester Airport. Little man wants us to show you as well that he's actually been given a double-decker cheesecake. It came free with the room. Little man, you are very, very lucky. Is this what you want now? Go on, then you can have that right now. Yeah, you can tell us how good it is while I look out of this beautiful view. And dude, if we are having dinner at the airport pub, we need to hurry up because it's literally 7. Oh, dude, there's the Emirates plane. Can you see it? It's right there, right there. Can you see it? It's just come in from landing.
That red?
Yeah. That's one of the biggest. In fact, that is the biggest plane in the world. My goodness.
How do you know that?
Oh, I know that because Daddy's a nerd when it comes to travel. I love planes and things like this. But yes, tonight's plan, guys, it's a bit crazy, this. It's obviously it's currently 7 p.m. Tomorrow at 9 a.m. we're going to be flying to Florida. Dude, Florida! Oh, you can't leave this hanging out. We've got to do it together. 3, 2, 1. Florida! No, dude, you've got to do it. Oh, I'll take that brownie off you. 3, 2, 1. I've left you hanging out. But yeah, we're going to be at 9 a.m. We're going to be heading to... Well, we're going to be on the plane hopefully by 9 a.m. Fingers crossed. The reason why I say that is there has been numerous cancellations, and I mean numerous cancellations at Manchester Airport over the last week, but I am hoping that will not be the case for us. Little man, we need to have everything crossed.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, fingers crossed. But yeah, today's plan, we're going to...
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, everyone that's watching's fingers crossed. That's a good shout. We really need to think about, are we going to have food at the Clayton? Clayton stops serving food at 9 p.m. So we could book a table for here for 8:30 because we need to head into the terminal. Like, there's not a chance we're going to be able to head into the terminal and then head to the airport pub in time. So it's either going to be airport pub first, then terminal, or... But then that's going to be too late for check-in. Oh my God, there's a lot of things. Maybe we might have to scrap Twilight check-in and not do Twilight check-in this trip. But the reason why we like doing Twilight check-in is it just means that we've then got the case then. We don't have to do check-in in the morning. But yeah. Guys, welcome to a brand new Florida vlog series. Little man wants us to show you as well a bag of English breakfast for organic tea. I've just butchered the way I said that. And then they've actually got green tea as well, which is nice. So Daddy could have a choice of a green tea in the morning or an English tea, yeah, to have with my coffee. Sorry, there's no coffee in here, actually. I've just realised, guys, there's no coffee. Oh my God, I thought I'll have... Oh no, is that coffee? I thought that was a sweetener, but it is a sweetener. No, oh, coffee. Oh, no, freeze-dried instant coffee sticks. I'm sure one of these we'll be able to make it, but yeah, at least we've got tea and coffee making facilities for the morning. But anyway, guys, welcome back to a brand new Florida vlog series. Honestly, we are so excited and feel so lucky to be heading back to Disney World tomorrow. We absolutely love the place. We really do. When we're not there, we're thinking about it. When we are there, we're loving it. And then when we're close to heading home, we're sad because we want to come back. And I'm already thinking about the next trip, and I haven't even got on the plane tomorrow to go on this trip. It was quite sad before. I didn't film much in the house because we felt bad because obviously Con's staying at home. Honestly, all day I've been trying. By the way, if you don't know who Con is and your first time coming here, Con's my partner, little man's other dad. We literally, me and little man, have tried so much today to try and get Con to come. Such as ring in sick, or I'll message your boss and I'll just say, listen, his duty calls, he needs to go on holiday. Because Con's got quite a senior position in his work, where if he goes on holiday, like things kind of slow down. He needs to be on the ground working. So Con doesn't get as much annual leave as like what I do. I say that, I don't have unlimited annual leave. I just plan my annual leave a lot better than Con does. But yeah, he was really sad, so he's obviously staying at home. So we were really miserable before we left, and as we were getting in the taxi, we were waving, and we're like, oh my God, Con, we love you. Enjoy your holiday. And then little man's like, yay, we're going to Disney World. I'm like, yeah, we are, but I feel sad because we've left Dad. But yes, we're off. We're going tomorrow. The first 2 days we're going to be at Wilderness Lodge. Mega excited for that. I don't think even little man knows where we're staying. First 2 days we're at Wilderness Lodge. We're going to be doing the parks. Then the next 2 days we're at Bay Lake Tower. Again, doing the parks. We're going to be meeting up with friends then. And then we're going on a cruise for 7 days, going yacht club, which again is mega exciting. And then once we get back off the cruise, we've then got a further 3 days in Disney before we come home. So we've got a full 2 weeks, which is great. Tomorrow, again, like I said, we're flying Virgin. We are actually flying economy this trip, which we've not flown economy for a long time. Generally, we don't fly economy because with me having the Virgin credit card, we get cheap upgrades, and we usually will upgrade. But do you know what? For this trip, because we're doing the cruise, and the cruise has been mega bucks because we're going yacht club, which I'll explain more about that later in the series. We love yacht club, by the way. It's changed our lives for the bad. For the bad for me bank, but for the good for us. But yeah, we're going yacht club, so we needed to save money somewhere, so we've saved on the flight. Little man said it only gets us from A to B, and he's very, very true. So yeah, we're flying tomorrow morning with Virgin economy. We've got like seat 42A, 42C just behind premium, so we can look through the curtain and see what we could have had if I had spent a little bit more money. I say a little bit, they wanted 600 quid more this time for the upgrade, and I couldn't bring myself to it because that money is better used for other things. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Me and little man off camera have just said, I think we're going to eat here tonight. I'm so sorry for anyone who's watching from Instagram who voted on the poll and said eat at the airport pub. I think we're going to still go to the airport pub tonight, but we're not going to have time to go to the terminal and then get back to the airport pub in time. It's literally 7:30 now because I'm waffling to you guys. So, dude, let's get ourselves sorted. Get your shoes back on. Have you still got? Oh, you still got your shoes on. Let's head to the terminal. Let's sort our flight tomorrow, and then let's have food and let's start the holiday. Just in the elevator in the Clayton, getting ready to head to the terminal, and you can actually see the terminal's literally just there on the other side of the Radisson Blu. So distance-wise from this hotel to the airport, it's mega close, and for £75 for the quality of the room we've got, I just think you can't go wrong. Right, we've booked a table in the restaurant for 8:30. Guys, honestly, we would never have made it to the airport pub. It is literally 7:45 now. It's just mad, like all day I've been saying to Con and little man, like, oh, we'll head to the airport by this time, and it's just time with work and everything's just got to us, and I've just been so busy, and then I thought the cases were packed and then they weren't packed, and then we thought we had our passports sorted, and then I literally realised, oh, we can cross, then I realised that we didn't have our passports where they needed to be. There's just been so many things today, but it's actually nice that we're actually at the airport, our holiday has begun, and we're ready for an adventure. Just wanted to share as well, there's our hotel, the Clayton, that's the airport there, so if you are coming here and you want to stay at the Clayton, it is literally a 3-minute walk to Terminal 2. They are so close. If this road wasn't here, you know what they could do with doing? Building like a road up above into the terminal. If you could do that, it would save you so much time. Because the biggest part of it is walking around this. But for £75, again, like I've said, that is just fantastic, the distance. And one of the things is the Clayton offer a complimentary shuttle bus every like 15 minutes directly from the hotel. So when we go back to the hotel shortly, we'll inquire about that. So then we can basically get that in the morning. It'll make more sense. Do you know what? I'm actually really surprised on how quiet it is here, because flights leave literally Terminal 2 all day, all night now, because Terminal 2 now at Manchester Airport has become the main terminal, because they've actually closed Terminal 1 for refurb. So Terminal 2 has EasyJet. Like, I think the only airline Terminal 2 doesn't have at the moment currently is Ryanair. They pretty much have everyone else here. Because generally Terminal 2 was one of the quieter terminals. I used to love Terminal 2 back in the old days at Manchester Airport, because you would literally come here and it was a pretty mad rush in the morning, but after that it was just quiet. But now it's quite a busy terminal all the time, so just prepare for that if you're coming. But what I will say now is, looking at this, it is very, very quiet. It's quite nice, to be fair. Yeah, it is very, 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 very quiet here in Terminal 2 this evening. Really nice. Quick one as well, if you do decide to do what we're doing, Twilight check-in with Virgin is open 4 p.m. till 8 p.m. 7 days a week for flights the day before, so you can come and use it. We've actually decided not to actually do Twilight check-in this evening. We're actually just going into the terminal just to speak to the staff about potential upgrades in the morning. That's pretty much it. Other than that, we're actually just coming in really just to have a look around, aren't we, dude? So yeah, this is the Virgin Twilight check-in. It's just actually got the one thing open. Obviously tomorrow morning they'll have all of this section open. But yes, if you do decide to do Virgin Twilight check-in, 4 p.m. till 8 p.m, 7 days a week. And yeah, there's no one here. It's brilliant. Well, that's us all checked in for our flight tomorrow morning. The gentleman was lovely. He checked us in and he said, we can check you in now. So we've done all that. All we need to do is drop our bags off tomorrow at the terminal, but that's easy. There is 25 seats in premium available tomorrow. They want £329 each, and I said to little man, I can't justify it. I really can't. It's over 660 quid, pretty much. Or we can use our points, and then it will be £181 each. We don't have enough points because it was 18. Did I say it was 18 points? 18,000 points each. So yeah, we just don't have it. And I said to little man, listen, we've got our window seats. Yes, we're not on premium. We're not going to have that additional service that we usually get. Yes, we're still going on holiday, and that's £600 Daddy's going to save for the flight. I'll buy you 10 lollies. I can see you smiling from that. We don't need it. We really don't. Let's keep telling ourselves, give me a fist pump. We don't need it. We're going to go in economy together. I love it how I'm playing out the way I'm saying this. Like, little man's never flown in economy. You've never seen economy before. I've showed you pictures of economy, but he's actually never flown economy before. Because with us having the Virgin credit card, we always just... No, the only time you've flown economy is like when you go with EasyJet. And trust us, that'll be much nicer than EasyJet. Yeah, you've been on EasyJet, you've been on Jet 2, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. And here we go, we're back at the Clayton. Just saying to little man, I cannot get over on how close that hotel is to the check-in. Definitely worth doing what we've done today, just by like going to the hotel, check in, put your bags in, and then if you can, go and check in for your flight the day before. Because yeah, it just makes your life so much easier in the morning, especially if you're this close. Because for us, like obviously we didn't have to do what we've just done, but the fact that we've checked in now just means tomorrow we drop our bags off and there's no queuing, at check-in, which sometimes can be a long time. I can't believe he's got a liquor before we go and have dinner. He said, it was so funny, little man said to us before he went, Daddy, can I have some liquor? And I was like, eh? Because like that's what Americans say, but he means a brain liquor, which he's got in his mouth now. You are funny, dude. It's a beautiful evening as well. It's not a... Yeah, I thought it was liquor as a beer, not your brain liquor. Bless you, you're funny. Really funny. Oh, well, I did get it wrong. Right, let's go and drop our bags off in our room and let's go and have dinner. And then me and little man have both said after dinner, we're going to go to the airport pub and we're going to watch a couple of planes take off. Maybe watch the Emirates plane take off. And then come back to the hotel and hit the hay, because we've got a very early start in the morning, don't we?
What about if it's closed?
The airport pub closes at 10 p.m, so as long as we're out of here by like 9:30, we'll have enough time. So yeah, let's go and do it. Right, we're now in the Clayton's restaurant, and this is the menu for adults. I'll stick the children's menu on the screen now as well. Dude, you get 2 courses there for £2.50. Yeah, you pick 2 of them. 2 courses for £2.50. Okay, you definitely want what?
So it's chicken goujons with chunky chips.
Wow.
Beans.
You want that, and then what else do you want?
Sausage and mash.
No, you can't have 2 mains. A main and a dessert, or a main and starter, or a main and dessert.
What's dessert?
Dessert's the bottom one. Dessert's right at the bottom here.
No, send a starter.
Okay, well your starters are there. Starters are at the top. So you pick a starter. But yeah, this is the menu for the adults. Tell you what, dude, I feel like we're not dressed up enough to be eating in this restaurant. They call you sir in here. I don't really get called sir in life. So dude, maybe we should have put our more fancy clothes on. Tell you what though, the menu, and yeah, I just feel a bit underdressed. It is fine. This is probably the most expensive meal. I've just asked if they take blue light discount in hopes, because oh my goodness, or should we ask if they do child discount or student? So here's is £9.50 plus £4.50 plus £4 for the drink. So yours is basically a 20 quid meal. Yeah, and then mine's a 21 quid meal plus £4. So we're talking a 50 quid meal on day one. It is. If we had it eaten at the airport pub, it would have been half the price. But listen, we're trying. Yeah, it might be my fault, but we're trying new things. And this holiday is all about trying new things. And we're eating at the Clayton. We're eating at the Clayton, which is new. We've never stayed at the Clayton, which is new. And then after our meal, we're going to go and head to the airport pub, watch some planes. Little man's trying to copy everything I say. Head to the airport pub, watch planes. And then little man's going to bed early. It's actually not going to be early by the time you get to bed. And then we've got to get up at 5 AM because we've got to be at the airport for 6 o'clock for our flight to Florida. Are you excited, dude? I'm so excited. I cannot believe we're going to Florida tomorrow. Mad. Little man's pouring his Sprite in. Oh, careful, you don't want to spill. And I've got my Sprite. Well, dude, cheers. We need to do cheers. We need to do the first holiday cheers. Oh, you want to do it with a glass? Okay, then, 2 seconds. Right, cheers. Love you, dude. Right, so little man's garlic bread has come with salad. Dude, I might nick some of your salad, actually. And then his super bread's come as well. A little bit of a hack list for you. So the starters for adults was actually insane. It was like £15 for a starter, but I've just got kids. Look at the size of that, and then look at that. So, dude, I'm gonna have a slice of your garlic bread. That.
Garlic bread, stay away from it. Stay away.
And then the soup as well, which is nice. Little man wants us to tell you that he hated the soup, but you loved the garlic bread. And the next round of meals have come out. So little man's chicken nuggets have come out, and my burgers come out. Should we have a try of the chip? Is it worth 50 quid? Little man's got Monopoly on my phone as well. Just keeps him occupied. Keeps you quiet. Dude, I'm loving the fact that me and you are on holiday together.
It also, every time I fly, get that near me.
Okay. I'm very happy me and you are on holiday together. Can I have a try of one of them chicken nuggets? A little piece, just a little piece.
You know Oliver? He has this game.
Alright, well.
Oliver has this game.
They're good. Right, food consumed in the Clayton. Now we're off to the airport pub, dude, aren't we? To watch some planes. We're off to see the wizard, what you like. We're off to the airport pub to watch a couple of planes take off. Maybe have a drink at the airport pub. Maybe Dad might grab a coffee there if they're still serving. And we might watch the Emirates plane take off. And then, dude, then it'll be nearly time for bed because we're going to Florida tomorrow. Florida, yeah, which is crazy. Yeah, so that bill ended up being 42 quid, guys, in total. I would love to hear what your thoughts are about that in the comments. To me, that's pricey, but I'm tight. The only reason why we can afford to go on all these holidays is because we literally don't go out and spend that sort of money on meals unless it's a special occasion. I suppose it is a special occasion. It's a pre-travel day. 42 quid for a meal, I suppose, on the grand scheme of things, is not bad for 2 people. But but that was me only eating a main and then getting 2 kids starters and a kids main. Obviously I ate little man's soup. I am bloated to hell though. Feels so... yeah, dude. I enjoyed your soup. What did you think of your chicken nuggets?
Really good.
You like them? What would you rate the whole meal out of 10?
It's like orange bits in them.
Yeah, it was a bit like orange chicken, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Ooh, Dad might have orange chicken when we go to Florida. Oh, dude, orange chicken, so good. It's like unbelievable, honestly.
How?
Oh, it's so good. Right, let's get over this road. Oh, my goodness. It's actually a really, really nice night. It looks really late, but it's only 9:20. Airport pub closes at 10, so we've still got a good amount of time. If you're ever looking to navigate where the airport pub is from here, it's literally just opposite the Clayton. We just want to say hi to Susan and her entire family. Thank you so much for coming to say hi in the Clayton. It was so nice meeting you guys. There's a large family of them, and they're all going to Florida tomorrow. I believe they're on the later flight to what we're on. But yeah, thank you so much for coming to say hi. Thank you for all the support on here, supporting Con's book. They bought Connor's book. They actually brought it to the Clayton in hopes that Con would be there so he could sign it. And I haven't even told Con yet. I'll have to tell him tonight when we have a FaceTime with him, because that was so super kind. So thank you so much. Honestly, from the bottom of my heart, that is so kind, and you're so supportive, Susan, and your entire family. So thank you so much. It's the reason why I do this for, guys, like just to help you guys when it comes to navigating your trips. I remember back in the old days when I've always been a travel enthusiast. I've always loved traveling, and I always remember when I used to, before I created content, I used to watch people's travels, and I'd be like, oh my god. Like, I remember you get so excited by watching someone else navigating the airport or going on holiday, and I remember that buzzing. I just hope I'm able to create that for some of you guys, so thank you, honestly. Anyway, enough waffle. Let's go to the airport pub. Right, we've arrived at the airport pub, and it's very dark. Dude, it feels quite naughty being at the airport pub at this time. We never come this late, do we? But yeah, you can see Ryanair. You said again?
I want to get scared.
Yeah, he finds it quite creepy being at the airport pub at this time because it's pitch black on the other side, because it has to be, because obviously it's where the planes are. So, come on, we'll go straight through, we'll go into the park. Yeah, guys, the airport pub is so dark. You can't even see anything apart from, you can see the Ryanair plane. Hang on. Oh my god, the trees are in the way. Hang on, we'll go to the other side. Hang on. Let's see if you can see it. There we go. You can see the plane. It is so dark. Obviously, they can't have lights out here. Little man, are you honestly wanting to play in the park? Are you going to go and play? Go on if you want. I'll come and stand with you if you want to go in the park. It's just very, very dark. Even these people can't even see you.
Dad, can you stay near?
Of course, I'll stay near you, dude. It's very dark. We've never been here this late before. Little man, I feel quite sad because obviously we planned on being here a lot sooner, didn't we? But yeah, guys, the airport pub. Welcome. Well, that's funny. We're back in the room. Guys, we got caught in a rain shower, and I really mean a bad rain shower. Like, we literally left the airport pub and it just started lashing down. We are literally dripping through. My God. That was like the biggest waste of a walk to the airport pub. That, like, we literally walked there, it was too dark, and walked back. That was funny. I'm gonna lie, I've literally just put the kettle on because, do you know what? It's that time of where I think it's cup of tea time, especially when we've just been caught in the rain. I will apologise. You could probably hear a kettle going off in the background. I don't know if you can see the rain in the background as well. It's so heavy out there. Do you know what? It's typical, right? It's not rained in Manchester for literally weeks. We're on a hosepipe ban, I believe. Or, like, I don't know if many of you got that big alarm bell through your phone the other day. You know, where it was like, yeah, don't basically walk outside in case the ground sets on fire. And then literally the time we walk to the airport pub and we've got no rain cover at all, we get caught in a thunderstorm. From what I gather, by the way, so if you've not really been keeping up with my videos, we'll have that one, we'll have that tea bag. If you've not been keeping up with my videos, I've been panicking about our flights. So many of my friends who've travelled recently have just had issues with flight cancellations or flights not happening or delays or just you name it, just problems after problems. And thankfully I have just heard, because I've got friends who are literally flying back tonight, and I have heard that their plane is saying it's on time, so that means they're bringing our plane back from Orlando, and it means we can jump on it, from what I gather. Obviously I could be wrong, and maybe that's not the plane we'll be using, I'm not sure, but fingers crossed that means our flight will go ahead. I actually asked the gentleman as well at the desk, he was really nice. I actually asked him about flight cancellations and delays, and he said that last week it was a bad week for Florida just in general, well, Orlando, because there was a lot of thunderstorms that were delaying flights, and then there was a damaged plane, or there was like something wrong with the plane. So yeah, there was a few things that happened last week which were then meant a few flights were cancelled and you name it, but touch wood, that doesn't obviously happen to us. If you've been affected by the flights cancellations or anything, please let me know in the comments. Like, what did Virgin do to like help you, or like what did British Airways, because I know British Airways did the same, like what did they actually do to help you if you cancel flights? I'm really interested, honestly, because it's touch wood. I don't even know if this is actually real wood, but it's actually never happened to me before. If where I've actually had a cancelled flight, I've been delayed, I've had a few delays, but I've never actually had a cancelled flight. So I'd be really interested to know what actually is it that the airlines do when flights are cancelled. And yeah, you know, obviously I've got, like I say, I had friends that were on flights who were delayed and then they got moved to later flights and stuff. But yeah, let us know in the comments. Let's have a taste test this cup of tea. Standard cup of tea, it's not bad. Honestly, we little man, what would you rate the Clayton out of 10? Little man says he would rate the Clayton a 10 out of 10. I honestly think this hotel is fantastic. It's great value for money. We paid £75. I think it's either 75 or 79, 70 something. I just think for the value for money for this hotel, it's absolutely 10 out of 10. I think obviously food's quite pricey, but to be honest, you can get meal deals and that in the airport, which to be fair probably be around about the same price as 42 quid of what we paid for the meal downstairs. But you can, obviously, you don't have to eat on site. If you've got a car, go to McDonald's. There's a McDonald's and KFC literally around the corner. It's just not close enough to walk. But yeah, there's loads of alternatives to not eating in the hotel. But if we're talking about the hotel facilities, the actual room itself, it's very clean. It's a bit dated, but it's clean. I just think you can't really go wrong. We are definitely Radisson Blu people. Like little man said before on the way, like he wished we were staying at Radisson Blu. And I personally, when I think about it, I think, you know, it's a 50 quid difference between this and Radisson Blu. And I did think before coming, God, maybe we should have just paid for Radisson Blu. But actually now I've spent the night here, I think this is my new hotel. It's definitely a step up from like Premier Inns and Holiday Inns. And it probably sits just below Radisson Blu on facilities wise, because obviously Radisson Blu, you've got the spa, you've got the pool, you've got the runway, it's literally on the runway. But if you're looking for a premium hotel that is literally a minute's walk pretty much from the airport, it's literally fantastic. I was literally at reception before and I asked the lady about how's it going to work tomorrow morning with getting to the airport. Obviously you can walk, but with cases, and I've got a little man, it's not as easy. Like if it was me and like another adult, not a problem at all. Obviously we'd just walk with our cases. But it's 24/7 shuttle service every 20 minutes. She pretty much said if it's in the middle of the night or very early in the morning, they'll base it on like once you come downstairs, they'll put you on a shuttle basically. So because she asked what time I wanted to leave, and I said ideally we want to leave around about 6:15. Obviously we don't have to do check-in in the morning, but I still want to be at the airport relatively enough time because I know the airport's going to be busy. So I said, between 5:30 and 6:15. So she said, yeah, well, just come down for like 5:25, which means, dude, it's 10 o'clock now. We're going live on Patreon in a minute. Well, I'm going live on Patreon. He's going to get into bed. We'll go live for half an hour, and then I think it's time to hit the hay, dude. Because I don't want to be up too late because yeah, we're only going to have 6 hours sleep. I have actually packed a pillow in my case in hopes that me and little man will be able to have a couple of hours sleep on the plane, because the plan tomorrow is to actually head straight into the park. So that'll be on your next video, travel day. We're in hopes that we're actually going to just go straight to Disney, literally go to Wilderness Lodge, drop our cases off, and then literally head straight to the parks. But yeah, little man, is there anything you want to add to these guys? Is there anything you want to say? No? You loved his food. I loved the food. Staff are lovely. It's very posh in there though. I was literally getting called sir, and I never get called sir. And I'm definitely not dressed as a sir. So yeah, and I don't have the money of a sir. So yeah, but it was a lovely experience, and staff were 10 out of 10. It's so much that I even gave them a little tip, which is not like me. Anyone that knows me personally knows I don't give tips, unless I'm in Florida and you have to. But yeah, I gave a little tip. But anyway, guys, I think that's pretty much it. We're going to hit the hay. I'm going to get into bed. Little man's going to get into bed. And we're going to shoot. If you've enjoyed this video, please smash the like button. If you haven't, click subscribe. If you'd be interested in Patreon, I'm not going to blabber too much on about Patreon, but if you'd be interested in it, the QR code show up on the screen during the video. Jump over. We're going to be doing multiple live streams during our time here in Florida. And it's somewhere where you can keep more up to date with the trips. And it's a smaller community. There's like 30 people in there. So it means that it's a lot more interactive and we can chat a lot more. But anyway, guys, make sure you come back for the next one, because we're going to be heading to Florida. We're going to literally be going to Disney World in the next vlog, so that's crazy. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Dude, are you going to shout bye?
Bye.
Bye. And I'll see you in the next one, guys. See you soon. Bye, bye, bye.